Oh my god. I did not know that this video existed. I don't remember it. So this is very interesting. Hang on, I'm trying to get the link up on Facebook because I usually stream over on Facebook. Shaylen Nichole Williams. I'm the one with the blue check mark, so you'll know who is who. Oh Lord. Let's see if I can share it on here. Hang on. How do I share it? Share Facebook. If I can get to my own stream, that would be fabulous because I would like to be able to see comments and I'm blind. So that's going to be the next conspiracy. She says blind, but she can clearly see. Okay. So I'll mute this one. But boys, oh boys, so there is a clip resurfacing that I didn't know existed. Props to whoever went through all of my live streams to find this. Because how in the world did anyone find this? That's just so bizarre to me. I love that we're streaming in 0K. Should I just do this on Facebook? All my people are on Facebook. Okay, we'll just try it. Alright, let me find this clip. This clip is wild. Alright. Hello, I haven't watched it, so I don't know. It's gonna be... You're about to see it. And boys, oh boys. I cannot believe this clip exists. It's a little embarrassing because I ended up dating that guy. How weird is that? Wild. It shows you like from sort of point A to point B how the manipulation started. Because, well, I'll just wait till we get into it. But, Lord. Okay. Let me pull this up. Where'd it go? There we are. Okay. So somebody sent me this clip in my comments section. Does anyone know how to cross stream where I can stream on YouTube at the same time I stream on Facebook? I don't know how to do that, but I wish I could do that. So initially when someone sent me this live stream, I'd be to look at an hour in, and I wasn't finding anything an hour in other than me talking about a guy that I met when I thought I was 17, but I was 18. A guy I had met at a meet and greet, and we ended up talking. I think I talked to him a few weeks ago, actually. We're having trouble playing this video. No, you are not. Unbelievable. No, you're not. Okay. Let me try to get the link again. Don't you dare glitch out on me right now. Oh, Lord. Okay. So this person sent me a comment section. I had never, like, I thought she was talking about the guy I was talking about I met when I was 18. And I was like, no, I'm not talking about Russ. But I didn't know it was later in that stream I was talking about Russ and McKamey Manor. Let me see if there are any comments I need to see. Okay. Oh my god. So in 2020, I was 21. I started drinking for the first time, so I am drunk in this video. Fair warning. Like, very, very, very drunk. Okay, it's up. Oh. So, first of all, oh, wow, someone was doing some searching on you, right? Like, you had to really deep dive into, like, long time ago to find something. And this isn't because somebody sent it to me and I'm worried about what's gonna happen. I find it so interesting the way this all plays out. It's just crazy. So in this video, I'm wearing a wig. My hair is bright red underneath. It's a pixie cut, like very short, bright red. And so I'm wearing a wig because I wanted to feel more girly. And I was wearing a COVID mask because at that time I had a chipped front tooth and I was very self-conscious. So I was wearing a COVID mask inside like a moron. Hey, Donna. So I was drinking vodka, coffee, and water at the same time. Very drunk. This was back when my mom was still alive. She was actually watching the stream. So yeah, let's get into, let's see, about here, was it?
I feel bruised, only just felt light amusement.
Oh my god, I'm singing. Make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. That's embarrassing. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. It's because I have the stream playing. Hang on. I want to watch this. This is so interesting. I can't believe that this exists. This is wild. What is happening? It's like the universe is saying no. Don't do it. Let's see. So in this video, I'm drunk. I'm acting obnoxious. Have you started the wish list for me yet? Not yet. I will very soon. Trying to evaluate like which were my favorite things, like the super sentimental ones. But yeah, I'll get that together. Let's see. It was about 18.
Government level.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Oh my god, are you guys ready for this shit? This is unreal. Okay. I can't believe this exists. So this was before I'd ever spoken to Russ. I had never spoken to Russ at this point. I knew about the Manor. I think it was from a TikTok. And so I was just on that like binging spree where I was on the same page as everybody else. I'm like, what the how is somebody getting away with this? This is literally, that's how he advertised it. This was the San Diego stuff. So that's how he advertised it. And he was telling everybody, you know, you can tell how uneducated I was because he was telling everybody about how it's hypnosis and all that, which Russ McKamey does not know hypnosis. I will tell you that. He's told me that himself. But he does know manipulation tactics. So this clip is from 2020. It resurfaced and I didn't know it existed. It's from 2020. I saw this. That woman posting is a pick-me. No comment, but I seem like such a pick-me in this video. But I was very... I'm not even going to excuse it. I was awful in this video. But, yeah, so this was me talking about the Manor before I dated Russ and before I talked to Russ. I was 21 years old. And this was my impression of the Manor and Russ.
Yeah.
I'm very annoying in this video.
Of McKamey Manor?
This is unreal.
That's fucked. McKamey Manor's fucked.
Oh my god. Just get on with it. Oh my god. Can we just skip this part? Skip.
McKamey Manor.
Here we go.
Is a haunted. It's a haunt where they legally found a way to torture people. Real torture, like CIA shit torture.
Oh my god.
I'll look for it on YouTube. Yeah, just be careful, cause I watched it to figure out what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Russ McKamey. Get out of there.
Which I want to say, it's no secret that I was against Russ in the beginning. I think I've said that a million times. I wrote it in a book. I'm cracking up so hard too. I wrote it into a book about how I met him at first, and I was seeing these horrible images on a screen, and then it was like a year later when I reached out to him for the first time. Okay, so the fact that I was on this tirade was all because I was drunk and I had seen some TikToks about it, and then I went on a rabbit hole watching Manor videos. So everybody knows I've known about Russ for a long time. It's not like I found out about him from Ben and Danny. I was reminded of him and his existence by watching Ben and Danny, because Danny, and they did a series about the Manor. So yeah, I was against him from the beginning, until I started talking to him about a year later. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, kitty. Russ McKamey is the owner of McKamey Manor. He was a Marine, I want to say.
He was not. He was in the Navy, not the Marines.
I started watching the movies because I wanted to know what the frick he was doing.
If you could go back in time and talk to that girl in the video, what would you tell yourself? I would say people, it's not hypnosis. It's manipulation, which is eerily similar to each other. And if you reach out to that person, you know, he's not the way he portrays himself on the movies. So, you know, when you talk to him, which I'm going to go further into this. This is a great start off for the video I was wanting to do about how he keeps getting these women and stuff. He's very charming. When you message him, he seems so... Sorry, my friends are messaging me right now. When you message him, he seems very kind and charming. But these were my impressions of him before I knew him. About a year later, I started watching his live streams and talking to him on there, and then he told me to message him. And he wanted me to do a tour, he wanted me to send him videos, not inappropriate videos, just videos of who I was, which is how he starts the dating process, as I now know. Like, he doesn't have you send videos to see if you're real, he has you send videos to see if you're attractive, and he does that while he has a girlfriend. Anyway.
So I was like, there's no way people are legally getting tortured. Yeah, people are legally getting actually tortured and it's on YouTube.
Again, I was 21, had never spoken to Russ before. These were my first impressions of Russ based on the videos I saw and the TikToks. Like, this was my original thoughts about him and the Manor before I spoke to him and he told me, oh, well, this is how this stunt works and this is how this works. I didn't actually do those things to people. And he convinced me that he had done nothing wrong.
And it's so loud.
I'm so drunk.
People getting removed for the dumbest shit.
I was so drunk.
Manors came away with real fucking torture. Let me show you a little.
Real.
What you want to be careful of, though.
Okay. Disclaimer again. Russ does not use hypnosis. He uses manipulation. Those things are very similar, I'd say. But I was very convinced that he used hypnosis because that's what he made it seem like in his videos. So.
So when you're watching movies, because he was a Marine, he
wasn't a Marine. He was in the Navy.
Access to government level.
Can we take a moment for how many people this man has convinced that he learned MK Ultra from the Navy when he wasn't even in that, like, he wasn't like a secret agent, he wasn't like in the deep dive of the Navy. He was like a recruiter, he did various things, but one of them was not top secret information. Do you think he would be advertising that he knows MK Ultra and was a part of all of that if he actually was? No.
Hypnosis stuff. That
I was so uneducated.
Really
so uneducated.
Deep hypnosis. And
oh my god. I can't stand myself.
Videos, after a while you start going, oh, I could definitely do that.
Which is where the manipulation comes in. Not hypnosis, manipulation. After I started watching the videos and, you know, he puts all the flair in it where it's like, maybe I could do that. Because it's like, you really don't want to do this, but then shows you like, oh, but it's not really that bad. Oh no, then people know how to keep secrets. Exactly. You were just saying what so many others have said. Yeah, misinformation over the past decade about literally. I was just a nobody 21-year-old girl who didn't know anything about him except what I was seeing from him.
It's not that bad. That's when you know you've been fucking hypnotized. Because it is bad. It is so bad. Nobody can last. It's like an 8-hour hunt.
Boogie, come here. Come here.
Because you're being fucking tortured.
Yeah, you can't last long. You can't last long because you're being waterboarded. You can't breathe water.
But nobody, you know, they fucking inject people with hallucinogens.
There's another one. They do not inject people with hallucinogens. He has fake retractable needles that make you think you're being drugged. Freaking Tic Tacs that you have to take that he'll make you think they're pills. Oh, the amount of like how it worked on me. Hang on. Sorry, it's windy, so dog is freaking out. So yeah, he doesn't actually inject people with hallucinogens. This just further goes into like, this is why when I spoke to him and he explained all of that to me, I was like, oh, so he's not actually that bad of a guy. Because all the things you think are happening aren't happening. Don't be embarrassed for whatever reason you thought or heard about years ago. You aren't the only one. Yeah. he makes it seem that way on purpose, and that's people don't get. Like, why did you get with someone who was like that? And when I started talking to him and he started explaining everything and how it's smoke and mirrors and stuff for a lot of it, I believed him. And therefore I also believed him when he told me things that did actually happen didn't happen.
And somehow they're still allowed to operate. I don't understand. That can't be legal.
Can't be legal.
I mean,
At this point, I didn't even know he was in Tennessee.
I'm just going to show you a tiny little clip of what they do at McKamey's.
This is painfully slow. I'm going to fast forward through some of this because I'm just showing clips.
This guy, Russ McKamey, thinks he's just making horror films.
I agree to that. There was this weird perspective of, well, he doesn't think he's doing wrong. He thinks he's just making a movie. That's how I perceived him. It was like, you're literally torturing people, but you're just treating it like it's a movie. But in movies, people don't actually get the things they're getting in the movie. So it's like, whoa. I was very intrigued and confused as to, like, does he think this is okay? Does he really think that this is just a movie and it's for entertainment, so it doesn't matter? All sorts of stuff, you know?
He's insane.
He is insane.
Let me just fast forward to some shit.
Also, at times, give out a safe word.
That safe word.
Also,
So, I think I was under the understanding at this time, and I think I was told this, that he didn't honor safe words, and that there was a part of the contract that actually said that they have the right to continue even after you say the safe word. I don't know if that's true, but I think that's something I had been told.
The safe word doesn't mean shit, by the way. They make you sign this ridiculous fucking contract, signing your life away, saying, oh yeah, I know I might die and get broke bones. Totally fine. They do this whole reverse psychology shit.
A lot of reverse psychology, for sure. You really don't want to do this. Keep going, you're doing good.
That's Russ McKamey.
That's your future boyfriend. Not gonna lie, low key, I was thinking he was hanging that time. I was like, he's a straight psycho, but he is handsome, I'll give him that. Right. I was so uneducated. Those baby blues.
Look at this bullshit.
Which, his ego, yes, I think he would.
Like, this isn't acting. Real people getting fucking tortured.
Which is what he
And this
wants
is
people to
somehow
think, by the
legal.
way.
How? How is that fucking legal?
He gets so upset by allegations that he tortures people, but he literally calls himself the torture king. He literally tells people that he tortures people. He wants it to seem like a torture thing. So why does he get offended when people say it's torture? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this little guy. Rare.
Aren't actors. These aren't people that are, pretending to get tortured. These people are.
Which also, sorry, just jumping in, just found out. So, which also, if I just lost my train of thought. I keep doing that. I've been doing that for several days now. Um, what was I saying?
Actually fucking getting tortured for people's entertainment.
He perpetuates the lies just so he can later say, no, it's all smoke and mirrors. Literally, so you never know what to believe. You don't know what's true and what's not. So he gets away with everything because it's like, what's real? What isn't? Oh, I know what I was going to say. Some of the tours are fake. Some of them he plans out and he tells you what you're going to do before and to play it up and stuff. So some of them are fake, but then some of them are not, which is what confuses everything and makes it hard to hold him accountable because what's real? Yep, and he does that to cover up his the real shit he does. I thought you didn't know. That's why I messaged our girls group. Hey. Okay.
Dude, he's literally admitted that he sells the other stuff. The stuff he won't even show. I'm like, what the fuck are you?
I was so convinced by everything he was saying that he did stuff on the black market, red rooms, took people out of the U.S. and all that. Reminds me of the consensual, not consensual neck stuff, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
What are you not showing? Like, he shows waterboarding. He shows fucking putting tarantulas in people's mouths, cutting their hair, fucking strangling them. I'm like, what the fuck aren't you showing?
Can we take a moment for the strangling them? You poor girl. You poor girl. You got a storm coming. Jesus. Oof.
Okay, because he says he saves the other stuff for the black market.
Allegedly,
Says
what he
that
claimed.
shit.
Like, well, it was okay most of the time, so that must mean it's okay. Right. Smoke and mirrors.
He's still not in jail.
Yeah, still not
How?
How?
Yeah.
Literally how.
Yeah, he needs to fucking get arrested, but I'm like,
Yeah. He needs to fucking get arrested. He needs to fucking get arrested. And you know, I think it was 2020 or 2021 when I became friends with him on Facebook. Yeah. 20 on my first Facebook. Yeah. Just do it and it'll be fine.
Look at that.
But you really don't want to do this.
How that is legal. They're bleeding. And not only is that legal, but they're letting it be on YouTube.
So just understand what you're getting into. You mosey on down to McKamey Manor. Clearly, it's not a big deal, but you should enjoy taste of change. Very big mistake.
This is one of the people that they ended up. Oh yeah, Trump supporter, big surprise. This is one of the people they ended up injecting with.
I said what I said.
Just do it.
So, yeah, of course he's a big Trump supporter. Of course.
Yeah. We watch Fox News every single day, all day. I don't really care about your political opinions. You can like who you like. But
How?
really no surprise.
How? How are they monitoring him not doing anything about it? Is it because he's a Marine?
Maybe.
And
No,
by the way, this
that's
whole
not why.
thing, he doesn't charge people for the haunt to lure more people. The only thing it costs is giving them money for jobs, dude. Trying to make it seem like he's a good person. Like, come on.
He used to give donations to Project Greyhound, and he stopped doing that. I wish I could fast forward this part. It's just me showing.
On that 3-hour deal. Girls got a drink break.
Let's see. Playback speed.
You do, I'm sure. So
Boo. Puppy. Hey.
Dude, there's so much evidence though. Like he films it all. Help! Help!
There is so much evidence.
Help, dude.
I heard that was all Carol saying the Project Greyhound. I mean, probably.
And then he convinces his viewers somehow to go to McKamey Manor and get tortured and says, oh, well, you son.
Then he somehow convinces women to date him and move in with him and get tortured. I use tortured loosely in this situation. I'm not claiming I was tortured, but...
The contract. You're stupid for signing the contract. When
That's what he says.
Fucking hypnosis and his video.
I will say my perspective on this part has changed. I don't think people are stupid or anything for signing the contract, or I also, well, I wasn't even saying that, but I also don't think it's hypnosis. I think people, for whatever reason, they have a need for an extreme experience, and he provides an extreme experience, but people don't get what they're signing up for, and yeah. So I will say I think people have a lot of good reasons for wanting to do an extreme haunt, so disclaimer.
Yes. To get people to want to go to McKamey Manor.
Manipulation.
And none of these people wanted to go. It makes me so sick. And the problem is, people fucking sign the contract that says they won't hold McKamey Manor liable.
Won't
Once
hold.
they sign that contract, they
What's up,
stay
Chris?
until the people decide to let them leave. Like,
And putting that into perspective, he wanted me to make a video stating that if he choked me until I passed out and I died, that it was consensual and we're just kinky. I connect that.
and nobody in their right mind would sign that shit. No.
I disagree with that. I've changed a lot since then. I understand why people sign up for extreme experiences, but also there are better extreme experiences you can do that aren't going to fuck you up the way McKamey Manor could. Or the way McKamey Manor could. Hey, it's Chris.
That's the problem. They're being hypnotized to go in to begin with.
Not hypnotized, manipulated. Tricked,
Some
deceived.
people I've talked to about it are like, well, people are stupid for signing the contract when it says they can break your bones and get away with it. The point is, nobody fucking would do that. Think about it. Nobody would sign
I was stupid, uneducated, and drunk.
that shit. It's hypnosis.
So embarrassing.
Of course. Like, nobody would sign that bull crap.
Yeah.
And what I showed was nothing. Like, I watched 3 of the movies, maybe.
Challenge yourself. You know that no one's gonna kill you. You know that you're not gonna get injured.
You know you're not going to get injured. But the contract says if you do get injured, which you probably will.
You know you're not going to get injured. However, we're probably going to break your bones. What is that? It's a fucking injury.
Oh.
You're going to get bumps and bruises, sprains, maybe even a broken bone. How about that? Have you never had a broken bone?
He just, okay, right there. There's some of the hypnosis right there. He just said you're not going to get injured. You know you're not going to get injured. And then he says,
Oh, hi.
but you might get some bumps and bruises and like broken bones. What the fuck is that? He just said he wasn't injured.
I'm so obnoxious in this. Oh my god. The
I'm
wig.
Mother.
The wig and the COVID mask. Okay.
I am showing them because this monkey needs. Let me just say.
My mom, rest in peace, was in the chat saying, like, why are you showing these videos? You shouldn't be showing them. I was like, I'm raising awareness.
Tiny bit here.
I'm ignoring Boston. You're rude.
Nobody ever knows. We don't want that to happen, he says.
All you folks that want to take this 8-hour tour, it's still available.
Oh
It's
my
now
god.
in Arizona. We also have 90-minute tours with
Again, I had never talked to Russ at this point. I was just an outsider like everybody else, giving my opinion based on the things that he posted and the things I was seeing.
How?
So let's just keep this between.
And a year later or so, he added me on Facebook. He wanted me to do a tour. He told me in a live stream to send him a video of me, tell him who I was. He doesn't, I'm sure, even recall that. I still have the text messages. I can't show them to you because they're on my phone and I'm streaming on my phone, but maybe I'll post them. But yeah, it was sort of a back and forth, but nothing ever came of it. It was just like, come to the manor, and I'm like, I can't, I'm scared, and yeah. So, no, more like 3 years later. No. The first time I talked to Russ was about a year after this. It was, I was in a live stream. I think it was in 2021. Yeah.
You and I that were actually medically looking out for people. You know what people think from that were
Yeah.
actually?
The freeze.
Walk.
Yeah. There's a cat on my back.
Wow.
My whole thing is why somebody going around sending this to people, like, have you seen this? I don't know, but props to the person who had to go through my entire internet history from 2024 to, like, 4 years of internet history to find this video to see if I talked about Russ or the Manor ever. Whoever put in the effort to do that, let me know what else you find, because, wow. I just can't believe. Wow. Just the patience. Like, I'm having a hard time watching this at all. I was unbearable. You have a caravan pirate cat instead of... yeah. I don't know, man.
Time to start the games. Remember, there's not much there. This is
Wow. How the fuck is this legal?
You tell me,
It
girl.
makes me so fucking mad, dude.
Makes me so fucking mad, dude.
Look at this shit.
At least I still talk the same in that regard. That's really weird. Like, what was their point? I don't know.
Yes, it fucking did.
I don't know. It just kind of proves my point that I knew about Russ before Ben and Danny, and I was against him before Ben and Danny. I just love that this exists, to be honest. It keeps doing this. Maybe we can skip ahead a little because this is hard to watch, where it's just like boring of me showing his videos. Oops, did I just call his videos boring? My bad. I'll take you back. Gotta go all the way back down here where someone tagged me in it because it's too much for their little brain to comprehend that Russ has a way of manipulating people and changing their minds about him. Exactly. This kind of just proves the point, like how I felt about him before versus how I feel about it now. After getting to know him, like uneducated point of view, educated point of view, and then uneducated, educated. Yeah, like I was planning it. No. Go away, Boogie. Let's see. Boogie Bear. Go back into it. I kind of thought they were implying that I knew that Russ was a horrible person from the beginning, which is true. Before I talked to Russ, I knew he was a horrible person based on things I was seeing, but then he convinced me otherwise. Like she said, that's part of what was Russ explaining how, yeah. Okay, let's get past all this.
What?
Oh my god, this is hard to watch.
Nothing. Like, I watched 3 of the movies, maybe.
My drunk ass. Go away. Go away.
Like, how? How?
So let's just keep this between you and I that we're actually medically looking out for people. You don't want people thinking that we're
Yeah.
actually.
Right? This was everybody's opinion. My opinion changed when I started talking to him, and he seemed to explain everything, and that those things weren't true and weren't happening. So I believed him, and then I got to know him. Then I moved in.
How the fuck is this legal?
Like, literally.
It
Oh.
makes me so fucking mad, dude. Look at this. Look at this shit.
That good girl hits different now.
Yes! Yes, they fucking did!
Oh yeah, who's your friend here? Who's your friend here? Sounds familiar. Yeah, people who base their opinion only off of movies, yep, he lies, he manipulates. You see the side of him that he wants, yeah. He makes you think it's all just fake and not real, and then he starts unleashing all hell on you. Back.
Dude. Yeah.
All this hits different now. It's crazy. Yeah, it's different. Oh my god. I think it's towards the end. I'm about to give like my final thoughts on it. Ow. Yeah. So I don't know, that's just crazy to me because you can see how the manipulation changed things for so long, and then now here we are again. Scary. Very disheartening. Chris explained this all pretty well in the Hulu doc. Maybe they're not gonna watch that. People just take clips of stuff, like they won't even watch the full thing of where me and my brother and my sister-in-law were talking about what happened. They won't watch the video I did with you guys, like with Horror Road Trip. The video I did with y'all explaining why things got dismissed. They don't want to look at any evidence. They don't want to look at anything. They just want clips here and there, which is what Russ does. He doesn't look at anything. He just looks at clips. And then fills in the blanks with his uneducated guesses. Which is what I was doing in this video. Is it gonna work? Yeah, it doesn't fit their narrative, so they don't want to hear it. They're not gonna spend their time watching it. Like, don't make a video about something if you're uneducated. If you don't even want to look at the evidence and the truth that's out there from the people that would know, then why are you wasting your time making something about it? I don't understand at all. Is this link gonna work ever again? I can't believe that this even exists. Like, but it goes to show I didn't just find out about Russ from Ben and Danny. That's not at all accurate. Here we go. Unable to play. That's so weird. So anyway, I really want to get those final thoughts because that's where I was like, here are my, this is what I'm thinking. But it might not work. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of, somebody sent this to me and I didn't know it existed. And I thought they were talking about something completely else. Love you. Here we go. And get to the last part. Okay. Ah! It doesn't want to happen. It doesn't want to. Whatever. It's fine. So yeah, in short, else who saw Russ's videos, I was very concerned. I was actually kind of just outraged by how this was legal and why was this happening. And I was very uneducated. I didn't know the truth behind the things he did. I didn't know what he was like. And, you know, we first talked about a year after this. And that was me watching his live streams and starting to think to myself, he seems like a really down-to-earth guy. He doesn't seem like a psycho. I was getting very confused and very conflicted. And I wanted to know more, but I was also just like, oh, this is kind of scary because he's talking about like black market stuff, and I didn't want to really get involved with all that. Like, I thought he was kind of a scary person at that time. And, you know, he added me on Facebook, and thanks, Boogie. So it was an interesting time. And then that turned into, after that, about, I think 3 or 4 years later, after Ben and Danny's video, I started messaging him, and that's when the flirting started, and, love you too. So yeah, really weird, huh? I don't know, it's surreal. It's very surreal, and a lot of my opinions back then were based solely on how he advertised himself. And, you know, everything I was calling hypnosis, I later find out it's not hypnosis, it's just manipulation. So, I can't get it to pull back up, but my closing thoughts in that video were, it's too upsetting to watch. Why is this being allowed? Yeah, I was really upset. So, thank you to the person who went through, like, gosh, you had to go through a lot of content to find a live stream I did in 2020 mentioning Russ. That's crazy. So props to whoever did that. Let me know if you find anything else. I remember talking to my mom about him and all that back then. So, yeah. Anywho, now you know the big scary video that's come out. So, moving forward, like I've said a few times, I really want to do a video about point A to point Z. How did I fall in love with him? Why did I start talking to him? What were my intentions? How did those intentions change? How did my perception of him change throughout time? And when did things start taking a turn and changing? Because everybody just has this perception of, why didn't you leave if things were so bad? Things weren't so bad all the time. I'm trying. Things weren't so bad. Like the majority of the time. We fought a lot. But as far as, like, I wasn't getting the shit beat out of me all the time or anything like that. Like, there were a few incidents, and those incidents were scary, and they got more plentiful as time went on, which is what was really scary. Is it went from me thinking Russ would never do anything to hurt me to, wow, this is hurting me. So anyway, that concludes that. Now y'all know the tea. And thank you for watching. I will probably start working on that other video. Maybe I'll do it sort of like this in a live video format, taking it from talk about the first interactions all the way to the end. And I don't know, we'll see. But subscribe if you want to see that, because it'll probably be here on YouTube. And I'll see you guys over on Facebook. Thank you for joining. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.